Hey lonely, sorry but I'm leaving you, my friend. Don't owe me.
Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So for today's video I did this look right here. It is a sexy, sultry kind of smoky eye for Valentine's Day. If you want to see how I did it, then just keep watching. Okay, so let's just get into this look. To moisturize, I already used this Lala Retro Whipped Cream from Drunk Elephant. Just looks like this, and this is really cool because it has a pump like that, so you push this down and it dispenses the product, so that's really cool. So I already used that, and then I'm going to be priming using the Silk Canvas from Tatcha, and you don't need a lot of this stuff. It actually comes with like a little tool, like an applicator tool, but it's kind of annoying because I keep losing it, so I've been just using my hands. So just apply this all over the face. For foundation, I'm using Valencia. It's the Radiant Longwear Foundation from NARS. Just looks like this. And this stuff I find I have to use like 5 pumps, so that's kind of like excessive, but to get the coverage that I like, I have to use that much. So just gonna apply this all over your face. I haven't done a talk through video, tutorial, whatever in so long, so this is kind of different for me. Feels so quiet with no music. So for concealer, I'm going to be using the Power Play one by Cover FX, and I'm in the color G Medium 4. I really like this concealer. The applicator is cool. I've never tried a concealer with this kind of applicator, so I really like that. This concealer isn't that light. Like, I feel like I could go a bit lighter, but I mean, it'll do. Okay, so this concealer, like, it looks okay, but I do like more of like a highlighted face, so I'm gonna just grab my other concealer and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm gonna be using Good Old Faithful Shape Tape, and this is the color Medium, just to highlight a bit more, because I feel like that concealer was just a bit too close to my skin tone. So I'm not using a lot of that, just a bit, because we all know a little of this concealer goes a long way. Okay, that's looking much better. So I'm going to be setting using the Huda Beauty Easy Bake baking powder, I guess it's called, and I'm in the color Blondie. I really like this setting powder. It leaves me looking so matte, and my under eyes like don't crease at all when I use this stuff. So And I do like to set the rest of my face like lightly with this powder because, like I said, it really leaves you nice and matte if you do get oily. I do feel like I could go a bit lighter with this powder though, but I feel like for now I'll just use this up and then maybe try a lighter color when I run out, because I know I am going to run out because I use it like every day. So I'm just going to dust this stuff off. I don't leave it on for too long because I feel like it does what it needs to do pretty fast, so I don't bake for too long. So I just dust that off and kind of press it into the skin to contour a bit and like warm up my face, bring some life back into my face. I'm using the Anastasia contour kit in Tan to Deep, and I'm just going to be using this, yeah, this color and this color. And this is my NARS, not the Ida brush, I forget the name of it, but it's like a kabuki brush. Yeah, so I'm just gonna so I still don't know what look I'm doing for today's video, but we're gonna figure it out as we go. So I just do my chin area, my cheeks, and then my forehead, my 5 head. So for my nose, I just use any old brush in the same colors to kind of contour my nose. Okay, so now that we got the face done, I lied, we need highlight. So I'm gonna be using this Becca highlight in Prosecco Pop. Okay, I'm like ODing on the highlight. I need to chill, so let's just move on to the eyes. So we are super duper close, but let's just get started. So I'm going to be using the Precisely My Brow pencil from Benefit in the shade number 6. So as you can see, my brows are naturally thick, so there's not much of a difference between filled in and not, but just gives it a bit of a cleaner look. So I really love this pencil because it's super tiny and you can get really precise. So I just kind of line the bottom. And then I line the top. Next, we are going to use the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel to set those brows in place. And I always used to use just like a cheap Maybelline, I think it was, brow gel, but I got this in a PR package and I love this stuff. Like, there's no way I'm going back to using the Maybelline one. So just brush that through to lay your brow hairs down. And the front of my brows, I trim them so the hairs are shorter, and then it gives it that like ombre kind of look that people like to do when they draw their brows on completely. So I'm going to use the Jaclyn Hill palette from Morphe. I think I want to do like a sultry kind of smoky eye. I think that's really pretty for Valentine's Day, and it's really versatile because you can do like a red lip, you can do a nude lip, a brown lip, an orange lip. I mean, you could do any kind of lip with this look. So let's just get into it. I'm going to be using a light brown shade for my transition color. So just pop that into your crease and use a really light hand to kind of sweep that color and disperse it. And for this look, you don't necessarily have to use this palette. I feel like a lot of different brands will carry the same colors that I'm going to be using. So just start off with a light brown. And the key to making any eye look nice is a blending, of course. So just take your time with this. I've been doing it for so long that I don't really need to spend too much time. But if you're more of a beginner, just take your time. Don't add too much color onto your brush. Just focus on blending the color out. Another tip is to hold the brush more towards the end so you have more of a light hand. If you hold the brush like this, it's going to be more harsh. So now that we have that light brown, we're going to go in with a bit of a deeper chocolate shade, and we're going to focus that into the crease and blend that into the transition color, but don't bring it up as high as the transition color. And as you can see, I'm still using the same brush. This is a MAC 224, one of my favorite blending brushes. So I mean, you don't have to have a lot of different tools and brushes and everything else. You can really use one brush for one eye look. So just keep blending and I'll be right back. So now that we have the crease done, I'm going to do my lid color, and I'm taking this bronzy kind of shimmery brown, and I'm just going to pack that onto my lid using a dense flat brush, and this is a Sigma E55. It just looks like this. So just use patting motions to pack the color on. You could wet your brush, but I don't want it to be like super shimmery, so I'm just using my dry brush, or my brush dry. Now I'm going to show you how to use this brush for two different things. I'm going to go back to that darker color we used in the crease and just bring that down and kind of smoke out the lower lash line. And And I was kind of on the fence about getting this palette until about a month ago. I think I got it, and I really actually like it because there's so many colors and you can do so many different looks with just one palette. So I definitely recommend getting this one if you haven't got it already. I know a lot of people kind of bought it when it first came out. So this brush is a bit harsh, like my under eyes don't look blended out at all. So I'm just going to go in with a fluffy brush, take some of that transition shade we used, and just blend out the edges. And I'm just bringing that up into the crease just to blend that lid shade with the crease color. So for my waterline, I'm using the Marc Jacobs highliner in black. I think it's called blaquer. So I'm just gonna put that into my waterline. I've been liking like little to no top liner, so I'm just going to lightly or very thinly make a line on our top lash line, just so our falsies blend in to our lash line better. So nothing crazy, just very, very thin line. For my inner corner, I'm just going to be using this Prosecco Pop, what we use to highlight. So shadow is all done. I'm just going to be using some mascara. This is the telescopic mascara from L'Oreal. This one is my absolute favorite. So I'm just going to apply a thin layer on my top lashes. And then onto my bottom as well. So before we apply our falsies, I'm just going to be using the All Nighter setting spray for Valentine's Day. Make sure you set your face so it lasts all night long. So I'm just gonna add some eyelashes and I'll be right back. Okay, so I got my eyelashes on. This is the final eye look. The glue probably isn't completely dried at the top, but it'll dry clear, of course. So last but not least, we need to do our lip color. So because this is a Valentine's Day look, I'm going to be doing a red lip, but like I said, you could really do any color of lip with this look. So I'm going to be using NARS Jungle Red lip liner. And for lips, I'm going to be using this Stunna lip paint in the color Uncensored. so this completes my Valentine's Day makeup tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, if you're not subscribed, make sure you do so and click on the bell notification button just so you're notified every time that I upload. And thank you so much for watching if I didn't already say that. I'll see you in my next one.